Hit it.
All right, we starting?
I believe so.
Hold on, give me a second. Hey, yo, what's up? Welcome back to, actually, no, welcome back. Welcome to TDP versus the people.
Yes, sir.
The first of probably many episodes or whatever that we kind of going back and forth with some of our own people, listeners, and just, get their opinions on things, our opinions on things, and we just have some fun. So, no further ado, what we're going to get, everybody knows the TDP crew at this point. We'll get everyone.
Why are you acting hot like you're famous in that, bro?
I mean, if you're listening at this point,
What's the run through? Who we got in the building, man?
All right, go. I'm Noor. What's up?
In the building, baby.
It's your girl Moeezy.
And it's the Prince.
Yeah.
There we go.
Right.
Yeah.
And then from here, we'll just jump into every person. I hope we're all seeing each other in the same order, but we'll figure that out in a second. We'll just go from first person after Marwa. Just name what you do, how long you've been listening to the podcast, and then how the last year treated you in a couple words.
Yeah,
Yeah. As I said it, I was like, might not happen.
Nah.
Yo.
Daniel, just call people out.
Yeah. All right, Comfort, if you want to kick it off. And then after that, Ewa.
Oh, snap. Okay. My name's Comfort. What do I do? I work at a supermarket and I'm also a student, third year of uni. Okay, how the years treated me? Pretty good, I would say. I think the first 6 months of like we went in lockdown, it was like crazy, but you transition and it's going pretty good. I started listening to the podcast. It was like the end of last year or the start of the year. It was just like something I wanted to go back into because I always listen to podcasts, and it was just so cool to find like a podcast that's in Melbourne, like around my age group. I was like, this is so cool. So yeah.
What do you study?
Sir.
Oh, I'm studying psychology and criminology.
Oh, that's sick.
Nice.
Ewa.
Hi, I'm Ella. I'm an industrial design student. I forgot what the other questions were.
How long?
Yeah, good, Danny.
I've been listening to the podcast probably, I think last year, like just before lockdown, because I didn't live in Melbourne before, so I moved back to Melbourne and was just trying to like get into things, and I didn't really listen to podcasts, so it was like my first podcast that I listened to, and I just loved it because it was relatable and like just subjects that I was interested in and just jokes. Yeah.
Nice.
All right, we got D after our two. I forgot I'm one that's pointing people out. We got D and then Mr. Raw Freshness after.
All right, cool. Hey guys, my name is Dee. Currently I work in banking and finance. I'm in uni. I also host my own podcast that I started this year as well. What'd you say, Daniel?
Oh, what's it called?
It's called Dose of D Podcast, basically your digital big sister. So there's that. What else? What was the other question? All right, I started listening to Distraction Podcast probably middle of lockdown last year, just to kind of pass time, but then I actually ended up finding you guys really interesting. So that was good. And the last year for me has been a lot of introspection. So I think it's been a really good, it's been a very turbulent lockdown, but I think overall it's been really good.
Raw Freshness. And then after is Ryan.
Yo, what's popping, everybody? You all know it's Raw Freshness. I ain't gonna explain myself. No, I'm kidding. Hey guys, my name's Raw Freshness. You all know me. I'm a YouTuber, and I think I might be the only person here that was a guest on this podcast. Episode 78. Check it out.
Yes,
if you haven't
sir.
already. Come on now. You know who we're talking about. Shout out the gang. Hey, it's 3 hours long, but it was a great time. How long have I listened to the podcast? Probably just over a year now. And the last year for me has been great. We're out here grinding, getting to the work. Come on YouTube, got my podcast, check it out. That's all I gotta say.
Like that.
My name's Ryan. What's the other question? What do you do? I'm currently and I'm a student at Monash studying business and arts, and I've been listening to the podcast since the start. So give or take 98 weeks ago.
Yes, sir.
And last year it was pretty okay. I don't know. I found it okay for me. I think I'm more introverted, and so like just having a lot of me time and just like sticking with my family and stuff. I was chill with that, and I was also blessed with JobKeeper. So We're winning.
Hey, shout out to you for being able to listen since the start, fam.
Yeah, man. Hey, I was waiting for that answer. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Ryan also does music, so whenever you see us wearing those soap hoodies, that's his stuff.
Yeah. Represent.
I don't know. I personally, I don't know how I would have been able to listen to us for that long. So that's an achievement, bro.
Nah, Charles, we're funny. We're funny.
All right, we got Becky, and then we got Missy Felwa.
Me. My name is Becky, aka Queen. What was the next question?
What do you do?
How long have I been listening to the episode for? Oh, what do I do?
Yeah.
I do a few things, but I'll say the simplest things. I am youth work / social work, and I work in a correctional facility. And how long have I been listening? I've been loyal from episode 1. So
Yes,
I'm the TDP promoter, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, how did I find lockdown? It was rough. Like I moved from Sydney to Melbourne, so it's just been like super intense survival mode until the end of the year. But I'm here, so it wasn't too bad. We're here now.
We move regardless. That's it. All right, and then our lucky last.
Hi everyone, my name's Ife. So I'm currently studying construction management and I work as a permits and contract admin for a builder here in Australia as well. How have I found lockdown? Lockdown's been all right. I think it gave like everyone a little time to just like reassess life and take a break. So I found it like good in that sense. And I've been listening to the podcast since I would say like mid last year. But yeah, like it's really good. You guys are so relatable. And it's the only, it's the first Australian podcast that I started listening to. So yeah.
Beautiful.
All right. Hang off then and get into it then. You know what I mean? Can't keep out because the other people are watching this as well. We're having fun and all that with ourselves, but other people are watching us. So let's give us some entertainment, I guess, you know? So we've got some rapid fire questions. Everyone should have like let me get this up. Look at me unorganized.
You all got that MB?
Yeah. There you go. Everyone should have those. If not, then you can just do what we say. Just chuck up some gang signs.
Yeah.
And does that look like a B? Or is it reversed? Yeah, that one. Yeah, I don't know. But check out some gang signs so we know. Yeah, true. That looks like it. That's cool. But yeah, we've got rapid fire questions. We're just going to send it. And then I guess on the 3, 2, 1, chuck up your answer, yeah?
All right, let's send it. You want me to start?
I'm going to read these out. I reckon, yeah, kick it off, Mar.
All righty. I'm going to get up first. All right. Our first is free food, A, or free petrol, B. So free food, A, or free petrol, B.
Yeah, hey. I need that for sure, fam. Yo, we got free petty, fam. All right.
It's like split.
Yeah,
Right.
It's actually pretty even, huh?
I think it was pretty split.
I'm a fat ass, huh? That's what that's showing me, huh? That's crazy. All right, cool. All right, let's see the next one then.
Is that me?
Yeah, send it.
All right. So we've got A, work 2 10-hour shifts, or B, work 5 4-hour shifts. So A, work 2 10-hour shifts, or B,
that's
work
us.
5 4-hour shifts.
I like that.
Right, universal.
All right.
Hey, time is precious, man.
The next one, yeah. Control minds or control time?
Definitely skipped one, yeah?
Skip one. No, we'll let it be.
We'll come back to it.
Which one's A? B?
So A is control minds, B is control time. Oh, that's tough.
Oh.
I don't know if this is psychopathic tendencies or what, but
I just want to know what you would do.
Hey, then what's going on?
A lot of stuff you can do if you control some minds.
Yeah.
Even Ryan's trying to control minds as well.
Bro, pull up to the bank knowing damn well I've got 5 cents in the account and make the guy give.
Hey, they don't know.
That's basically free petrol.
I'll skip once. I'll go back to it. Always passenger or always driver.
So A, always passenger, and B, always driver.
Always driver. Yeah. Oh shoot.
Always driver.
And why you like to drive, man?
I don't know how to do B.
That looks good.
Just do this. I don't know.
Oh my god.
Hey, spin the scoop.
I'm just gonna do.
Always passenger, always driver. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I trust myself more than a lot of other people.
Yeah.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm going B. I don't trust nobody.
Mine is up. So what the heck?
Nice.
All right, next one. You gain 10 pounds or you go 1 month without the internet.
Yeah, bro.
Yo,
I can't afford it right
Hey.
now.
whoever said B, I know you're lying, bro.
What do you mean?
Gain
Ah.
10 pounds. Yeah,
I'm not trying to gain weight.
yeah.
No, I definitely don't want to get. Yeah, no.
Bro, a month, it's called fasting.
Yeah.
1 month without internet. That's what it is.
They're faster than that. You get me?
All right, shower in the morning or shower in the evening?
Oh, man. Gotta start the day right, big man.
Morning people, let's go.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, real quick. Give us an explanation since you're the only one.
Yeah, right, what's
Damn,
going on?
bro. Didn't think I was gonna get exposed like this. I don't know. I just always grew up like showering at night, and then it just feels better if you're like you're
Sleep.
clean when you go to sleep, and then like I don't know, when you wake up, you went to sleep clean, and you didn't get dirty when you're sleeping. So I mean, like just
Yeah.
He don't
makes
make
sense
sense.
to you.
One of those.
I don't know.
I think it's better both overall.
What'd you say?
I think it's better both overall, but
Yeah, I agree with that 100%.
Hey, we ain't got the money's for the bills like that, dog. Shower in the morning, shower in the night.
Hey, that's a lie. Our parents told us that water and electricity is super expensive. It's really
It's
not.
actually oh yeah.
Our
It's not?
parents
Oh,
are
that's
just poor,
crazy.
bro.
Hey, that's like, yo, is that how they're moving?
Uh,
All right, Daniel, go.
All right, so we've yeah,
This
this
is a
is
good one.
this is this one I'm gonna say 3, 2, 1, yeah, just because I don't want anyone's opinions to influence anyone. Yeah, we'll give you some time. So we got say everything that's on your mind. So as soon as a thought comes to mind, you say it, right? Or never speak again. Damn, you
You
gotta-
gotta.
countdown, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Send it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but do you guys realize how mad this one is? If you had to say everything on your mind, like you could be
Nah,
talking
they're
to someone and then think how much you hate their kid, and you have to say I hate their kid.
Yeah, deep
Hey,
that.
man. Honesty is the best policy, man.
Honesty is key.
Set you free.
But I feel like the way you say it could also affect that. So I
Mm,
could add
yeah.
humor to it, and it's not as bad.
Add humor.
Possibly.
There's no
All
sense.
right.
If someone's talking about they're like something, they're going through it, yeah, but their breath stinks. You go, damn.
Hey, man, it is what it is,
Yeah,
man.
Snap, snap.
Which humor you can use to save yourself. It's done. The conversation's finished.
All right.
All
Let's
right.
get to the next one.
All right. This
All right,
one's
let's get it.
all right. Big kitchen.
Big kitchen or
Or-
all right. All right. Big kitchen or big bedroom.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. Hey.
What is that one?
Hey, whoever said B, you don't like cooking, bruv.
Because you know what's part of the big bedroom is a big bathroom. One of those
Yeah.
double showers, that kind of situation.
He's adding something to it.
Look, you don't need a big kitchen. You just need central part. Yeah.
Yeah, practical.
Yeah, you definitely don't like cooking.
The bigger the kitchen, the more you have to walk around.
You don't know, Carlos. You don't know about Ethan.
I think I saw it from a sense of entertainment, like kitchen areas where you entertain
Facts.
people as well, you know.
Facts.
I mean,
Nice.
bedroom is where you entertain. What? Next question.
You move mad, bro.
Lock him up, bro.
Oh gosh.
All right. Let me send this one then. Perfect looks with fake friends, or horrible looks like straight butt cheeks. Horrible looks with real friends. So perfect looks with fake friends, or horrible looks with great friends.
What kind of question is this, man?
I know. If you say A, you're just gonna come across shallow.
That's true. No.
No.
Hey, okay, I didn't want to be the only one.
I don't know. I'm stressed.
Hey,
No point, fake friends.
No, say it with your chest.
hey, you know, Daniel. I know you're on A, bruv.
Yeah, hey, no cap. I can't look in the mirror and be like, I know I look like literally the worst person in the world, fam. You know, I
Hey,
don't
legit.
What if everyone's only my friend out of sympathy?
know. That's madness, bro.
You're not wrong.
Hey, Cos, we definitely told you to put a 10th question down. Now you had one job.
I'll think of mine real quick. Yep. Yeah, I got none in it.
It's underperformer. You can't trust this guy, man. I bet. That's calm. That's a light one. All right, we want to switch it up and get stuff to actually get a little bit of opinions, you know, because we actually want to hear what you guys have to say. It's not always us talking. Let's hear something from you. So these ones are this or that, slightly deeper. If you are burning with an answer, then send it. If not, then we're going to be that annoying as our substitute teacher that points at someone. You get me? But I guess we'll just kick it off with the first one, yeah? Oh, this is wild. All right, so read it?
Uh-huh.
I'll send it.
Yeah, go.
So this is an A or B. You don't need to put up your phone. This one's just actually like answer and all that, yeah? So your kid is a bully versus your kid being the one bullied.
It's a tough one.
Bully.
Damn.
I think I'd rather than be the bully.
100%.
Why?
Because
Yeah.
when a child's being bullied, like that can cause so many insecurities in their own life. And I would rather them that's it. This sounds so bad, but I would rather them praise that on someone else than
God damn.
What?
I'm just
It's facts.
That's facts, though.
yeah.
I guess
I agree.
I don't know if you guys like. I feel like if you grew up in high school being ugly and like bullied, you have more than now. I feel like the bullies and the people that were like conventionally like popular, I don't want to say they don't have character, but they didn't have anything to work on because of the fact that we had it. So I feel like people that are bullied, they have more character after school.
But that's only if they make it out.
Oh.
Because you could get bullied and not make it out of that, and you could just forever stay fully like messed up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if we were talking about a kid, I know where it's coming from, so I can have a conversation with them. Whereas if my kid's being bullied, it's harder to get that negative like mindset out of it. So it's more about how am I going to help them out of it more than I want them to bully someone.
Right.
That's a good point. You
Yeah.
can smack it out of them, but you can't like control your kid like to a point where they feel
we haven't been able to get monetized just yet, yes. So, like, and then
Lower your tone.
Yeah.
Hey, but what if the kid's like, I love this, I live for this, let me keep
yeah, like he's just a little demon, like from
legit.
A lot of hustle.
Yeah. I don't know.
Quiet.
I need to see a psychologist or something. Gotta fix it.
Yeah, true. Get help.
Yeah, calm. Anyone else?
I would say I'd rather my kid be the bully because I know I can sort them out at home. So
Yes, sir.
you can do your madness at school, but if I hear about it, I'll sort you out at home. So that makes it even.
That's why they go on and bully people.
Sorry?
I said that's why they go on and bully people.
Yeah, isn't that the whole thing with bullies? They go take it out because their parents dish it to them.
Yep.
No way.
Carlos said it makes sense now. What's the next one?
It does.
All right. Who wants to read this one?
This is all you, fam.
What's worse? Your parents walk in on you with your partner, or you walk in on your parents?
Walking on their parents.
Hey, definitely walking in on my parents' back.
Yeah.
That's worse.
Bro,
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah, because they're already married. They have a reason.
Wait. I just clocked. Yo. So is this one of them unanimous ones?
Wait, hold on. So what's everyone saying? Like you would rather your parents walk in on you, or you would rather you walk in on your parents?
Walking on my parents.
Yeah, for sure.
Number 2.
Hey, you guys really want to see where you came from? That's crazy.
And no, what's worse?
I don't know, bro. Ideally, nothing happens ever. Either way.
Honestly, fam. It's one of those ones where it's like if you're going on holiday, like your partner and then like your parents as well, the rooms are gonna be far apart.
Very.
It might even be in different hotels. I don't know.
Whoa.
Honest, man.
Let's get to the next one then, innit?
All right.
So $10 million or 10 more years added to your life.
$10 million.
$10 million.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
The second one.
What if you know, not know, but what if there's the possibility that your life's only 45 years?
10 more years
still
is a
$10
lot.
million.
Yeah, might have to just live a lit 45 years, huh?
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, is that what
And
you're
have children, give them money, pass it on.
That's smart.
Hey, Mr. Freshness, what are you saying with that though?
Who am I to, mess up God's plan, man? God's will. Give me 45 years. It is what it is, man.
Right.
Hey, I'm gonna see him in heaven after that,
Oh, true.
Man's gonna get to heaven and say, I had to, bro. Come on, it makes sense. I had to do
Hey,
it.
bro, that means I got 20 years left, man. Let's get it, man.
Because hey,
I know, man, that's a tough one.
Yeah,
That
but like
is
you're gonna be one of them people that was gonna live to 100. You really dragged it down. Now you're doing 100.
Exactly.
But Becky,
What's the point of 10 more years break?
oh,
That's true.
Hey, no one said that we're gonna be broke. We're just not gonna have 10 million cash.
True.
Becky, you going for the 10 years there, yeah?
Yeah, I would say 10 years added, yeah.
What's that? Where'd that come from?
I don't know, just vibes, you know?
I kind of get it.
10 more years of vibes.
Sure.
I kind of get it. Like if you've got a dope family, dope grandchildren, dope great grandchildren, and then you get to live another 10 years, maybe, see them turn into adults and all that.
That'd be nice.
That would be
That'd
nice.
be
I know.
Hey,
But what if you live 10 more years and like all this traumatic stuff happens in those 10 years
Right.
you've never experienced?
That's true.
Mhm.
Jeez.
That's so
Hey.
true.
Facts.
That's the one, yeah.
You got $10 million and then you get robbed.
Hey, now what you said, yeah, because this is real stuff.
We're adding spice to it.
Nah, this is good. This is good.
Yeah, 10 years. Oh my days. You don't think about that 10 million every single day, fam. Nah,
Hey, she's not wrong. Hey, that's actually facts. Not thinking about it.
But if you properly spend it, it's like it's not something that can just be stolen as cash.
Right.
So
Damn, tell him.
and also like the age thing, if it's like 10 more years to what I'm meant to live at, like I feel like I'm dragging it.
Yeah.
So like
Mm.
if I'm meant to live till 45, like I just better figure stuff out because like I don't know, like some people die like 25 and you realize that their personality just matched that where they traveled everywhere. So I feel like you're gonna do what you're meant to do in the years. So if you have more money, you just get to change what you do to another level.
That's
Yeah.
I get it.
Possibly. That's what I would say.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's facts too.
I would definitely say add 10 more years because money comes and goes. So you're going to have the 10 million, it's going to go, but your life is like only one. So
No, 10 million is not gonna go.
But if you spend it wisely, it's not just gonna go like
It's
that.
staying.
Losing $10
Facts.
million is actually hard. Like you got to be a
It is.
different type of stupid.
Yeah.
Damn.
Legit.
I had today. This is random.
True.
Today I was playing ball in my backyard, right? And I set up a little free throw situation. I had a scenario in my mind and everything, right? I was like, make 3 free throws. Like pretend this was. I was like, oh, this is real. Like if I actually had this situation, how would I perform? I make 3 free throws and I win $50 million. I missed the first one. I said, yeah. I would be in pain if I passed up on any big money like that in any way. So I'm like, hey, give me that, bro. Bro, stress.
Nah. Hey, D.
I'm gonna.
What's your answer?
I'm gonna say add 10 years of life. I don't know, like for me, I don't know about you guys. It sounds so childish, but I'm petrified of dying. So at least if I know I can extend like another 10 years, I'll be good. But I don't know, like I'm living a great life now on my salary. I don't really need $10 million. Like it doesn't entice me.
Okay.
But then
what-
you're
what-
gonna die at the end of the 10 years anyways.
I know, but at least I get that extended. Like I love life so much that like the thought of dying one day, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Hey, D. Just say you got money.
Damn.
We need to chat after this, yeah?
Yeah, let's chat.
Just get it to daddy.
That's a good point.
And I liked Noah's point of like, if you have a great family, like your currency is the company that you have. Like your currency is not like actually like money in the bank.
What?
So,
All right.
I think that's with another 10 years.
I like that.
Definitely still taking that 10 minutes. Anyways,
We might have
we're all cute and all. All right, now, what's the next one?
All right, our next one is famous when you're alive or forgotten when dead. So famous when you're alive or forgotten when dead.
Wait,
That
doesn't make sense.
Yeah. I don't know this one.
Hey,
Is it famous when you're dead?
I think that's what it's meant to be.
Hey, who did
Yeah,
that?
someone messed up.
Daniel, what's going on, brother?
So famous when you're dead and forgotten when you're alive. Yeah, that makes more sense.
That makes
Emma, say that one more time.
So famous when you're dead, right? So once you die, then you become famous. Or when you're alive, you're forgotten.
Or is it, because I swear I saw this today, is it famous when you're alive or famous when you're dead?
I think that makes more sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who wrote this?
Hey, you saw the exact same thing I saw.
It was you, Daniel.
Daniel, what's going on, brother?
You messed us up.
Hey, that's what it's meant to be.
Okay, so
Yeah.
famous when alive or famous when dead?
I would say famous when I'm alive because I've noticed like a lot of people that are famous after they've like died, or some people, it's usually for like traumatic reasons. Like, I don't know, like somehow the way that they died has like been really like bad. So everyone's found out about it. So yeah. That's what I would say. And when you're famous when you're alive, you're gonna be famous after you die anyways.
That's the one. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Plus, I want to smell my roses. So
that's true.
Yeah.
You guys adding sugar. You guys adding sugar. Trust.
Yeah. Hey.
No one remembers you when you're going. Trust.
Wait, can I just ask? Maybe this is adding spice, but is famous synonymous with wealthy?
Oh.
No, not necessarily.
Right. Yeah.
I would rather be famous when I'm dead. Like, I feel like living famous, like the actual definition of famous, having people like you can't even do your normal day-to-day activities. That's a bit dragged. I can't lie. But if I'm wealthy when I'm alive, sure, without the fame per se, and then I die and become famous.
Everyone says that about the day-to-day activities of being famous, but none of those day-to-day activities are actually things that you want to do. Like, it's like, oh, I can't go food shopping. I can't go, like, bro, I don't need to do that. Send someone to do that for me. I'm going to go to a party.
Hey, facts.
You can do parties when you're famous.
I actually look forward to running errands. I can't.
Yeah, stop the cap.
No wonder you don't want the $10 million.
Stop it. Oh, jeez, man. That's facts. Is everyone, because I think this is what we always used to say as well, of like, oh, I'd rather be rich than famous or something like that. Yeah. I think that's what everyone said, yeah? Is that pretty much generally what? Does anyone here actually want to be famous?
More than rich.
I'd rather take the money than be in the public eye.
Yeah, I'd rather take the money as well.
Yeah.
Would it depend like what you do?
Yeah, I was gonna say that. Like, what are you influencing people about?
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn.
I was gonna say the same thing, man.
I'm playing. Oh, jeez, bro. Yeah, that's true. Depends on what it's famous about too, yeah?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, if it's OnlyFans, like imagine you're walking with your girl and like some guy's just like, isn't that girl? Like,
whoa.
It's not some girl, that's $10 million.
Nah, hey. That's my worst nightmare right there.
Oh, jeez, man. Lucky last. Oh, send it.
All right. A low life with your, I feel like this has sort of been answered by this point. We kind of know, but a low life with your love, like a true love, or a rich life, like financially, but alone.
Hey, when you say low, like relationship.
Low life.
Oh.
A low life.
Yeah, I just need good friends, to be honest.
What's low life? I'm not picking one or the other like that.
Like
but...
as in poor but love, or rich but single.
Like average. lifestyle.
That's a hard one.
That's the
I'd
fence.
probably say rich because of the way relationships are going these days.
But they, whoa.
That was some hurt.
Oh my
No.
You don't
No,
trust
but I'm
your mom?
serious.
No way, guys are trash.
No, not all of them.
No, I think I would go with the first one. I think I would have a low life with someone that's like contributing to my life. That's valuable.
Yeah.
Are you guys doing park bench to park bench? Yeah.
Yeah, now be honest. Can you be
But
with a
if
guy that's broke?
it's love, they motivate you to get better. So I will get up there anyway.
Bro, motivation does
That
not
money-
keep you warm at night.
Yeah.
Hey, and
Oh,
you're on the table too.
snap. Yo, you guys
And I
just
feel like
added
money-
stuff to it. You just
I
know, yeah.
Yeah, that's the point.
Okay, yeah, it is what
Have
it
you
is.
guys seen people in that position in relationships, the way they love their partners? It's like, wow, like, you know, the rest of the world doesn't matter. Like, I feel like I'd go low life too.
But don't you
No
guys
life?
feel like money affects relationships?
Absolutely.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
It does.
yeah,
I say
like
90%
financial
of-
problems.
90%
Yeah.
of divorces and stuff is over money.
Exactly.
Yep.
You know what? Let's just
So-
take the chances.
so-
Let's go to the rich life. Yeah.
Come on,
So if you go with
Comfort,
option
let them
A-
play with you.
If you go with option A, that basically means you guys gonna break up regardless.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you break up though?
Now,
Maybe.
because like what Noah just said, like if you're broke, you guys gonna
No,
get
but
divorced.
I think it would be fair to say that it's determined the relationship will work out. It's just that you guys are living
Yeah.
paycheck to paycheck, you know, for the rest of your life.
I have a question. Do
Yes.
you start like low or is it like a plummet?
That'll be sad. No, you're just constantly
That probably works.
So yeah.
Definitely.
There's no going up. There's no going up.
When
Wait,
you're
what?
rich as well, like you're single, but it doesn't mean that you can't date, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, true.
Yeah, like what's the reason why you
Yes.
can't, like why you're single?
I
If
don't
you're
know.
rich,
Yeah.
what's stopping you?
It's because everyone only wants you for your money and you actually want true love.
Ew.
Oh,
It's never
Adding layers to this.
No's remixing.
Dang. Actually, this is an interesting question. Off what Ife said before, yeah. I think we've spoken about this previously on the potty, but it would be nice to actually hear what other people have to say. Are relationships actually reps? Like, is that done?
Yeah.
is that not here?
What do you think, Daniel?
Huh? No. Hey, I've said what I said. There's a whole episode.
Hey, I'm trying to hear from the ladies, to be honest.
I've said what I
What do
said.
y'all think?
I don't like answering this question in front of people that are in relationships.
No, it's fine. They need to hear what they need to hear.
Hey, send
I
it.
mean, me personally, I feel like everyone should just take a break for maybe like 3 or 4 years when like all this cheating stuff and just, I don't even know, settles down.
Mm.
And then, but I mean, if you catch them in a relationship, they
Don't say none.
Crazy.
This is gonna live on YouTube forever.
Hey, what?
Hey, freshness.
What's good, baby? What's good?
I want to hear your answer on this though.
What's the question again, man?
You definitely.
Relationship, is it done out here?
What? It depends on the people, man. Ain't nothing wrong with relationships.
It's hard for us nowadays. That's what I hear a lot. And I guess if it is, then why? Like, why do we think?
I don't think it is hard. I think it just depends on the individual's relationship, you know? Like, it's really not that difficult, man. Relationships aren't difficult.
Yeah.
You think so?
I'm
They
gonna
really aren't. They
disagree,
really aren't.
actually. I don't think relationships are difficult. I think dating is difficult, which I think is kind of like the question. Like, I don't think relationships should be hard. I definitely do think the dating scene at the moment is much more difficult, especially like, you know, we have like dating apps, social media. I feel like we've grown, like subconsciously, people have this commitment issue because they can see one ick they don't like, and then they're like, I'm on to the next person because they have that availability and access to so many people these days. So I think that's definitely an issue, but I don't think actual relationships are hard.
That just goes back to my point before. Sorry to cut you off for speaking.
That's
It
right.
really comes down to the individuals and the maturity levels of those. You know, like if you're really about this relationship, then you're gonna stay with it. But if you're not, if you want to mess around, then why are you in the first place? You know, it comes down to the people themselves.
That's true. But I also think our generation, we just have an illusion that relationships are easy. And so when like things come in the relationship that weren't expected in the beginning, like a lot of people, like what Dee was saying, like a lot of people are just like, okay, I'm gonna give up rather than actually working through it.
Facts.
Yeah.
I think most of it all ends up coming down to, like, honestly, across every generation, just comes down to communication. And so even things like, I know you're saying like the cheating and all this kind of stuff. I think nowadays it's just shown on social media a lot, but that stuff was happening with our grandparents' era like crazy, right?
Yeah.
Everybody had a wife, a masseuse, and a girlfriend. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
It's Twitter. Twitter tells us we can't, tolerate these things. Like it's all over Twitter. Like if he does one small thing, like you need to leave him, or else like
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like a lot of people get their standards of a relationship from social media.
Mm.
If you're actually taking advice from most of these people, no wonder you're single. Like you cannot be taking advice from like a viral tweet that you saw on Twitter and you're like, yeah, that's gospel. Like what the heck?
Yeah, literally.
Well, the people that are posting this aren't following their own advice, fam. All this
Yep.
summer, hot boy summer, they're cuffed up. They're having the closed relationship. Yo. No,
And I feel like
Don't listen to
everybody,
social media.
yeah, exactly. Like we need to tailor our relationships to like our own specific relationship rather than looking what everybody else has and how they do it. Because I don't feel like there's one rule book for every single relationship.
That's very true.
That's true.
I don't know if you all been like have seen this or aware, but there's like this show going around, Blue Therapy, of having the whole like, what is it? How do I describe it? It's a therapy session for people in relationships, right? And it's just
For
recorded.
couples, yeah.
And they recorded and just aired out all the different problems and things like that. Do we think constantly seeing what other people go through in their relationship plays a role into how potentially dating and relationships are affected in our generation as well, or like individually ourselves? Or that just mean you're weak,
I think you've said this before. I think you said, and I was like, that's such a good point. Like, you'll be in your relationship really happy, and then all of a sudden, social media will be like, if he takes you for a coffee date, he's not the one. And meanwhile, you guys have been doing that perfectly fine, and all of a sudden now your girl's thinking like, damn, we do that. Now there's something wrong with the relationship. And it's like before the problem wasn't there, but then because the problem has been presented by like videos or socials, now the problem has created in your relationship, even though it was never there before.
That's what I think it is. Like, I think that nowadays we just live in a much faster paced world where because of internet and because of social media, cultural changes happen so quickly compared to like for example, back in the day, like I can't speak for facts because I didn't live back in the day, but back in the day, let's say like cheating happened, but let's say that cultural trend or norm had to move from place to place across actions and stories and like the news traveling and that kind of thing. Whereas nowadays it's just like someone puts a post up within 2 seconds and literally could go viral within an hour and like 1 million people could have seen it. And so suddenly the whole world's trend is cheating's normal. And so like suddenly 1 million people are affected by it compared to one town. And then it moves on from one town to one town. Whereas now it's just like nationwide, globally, everything's changing so quickly. And so I think that's why comparison hits differently now, because we're comparing ourselves to so many different things every single day, every single hour. A new meme comes up, a new post comes up, and then suddenly that's what we compare ourselves to. Whereas instead of like a natural trend of like cultural changes that are happening, instead it's more like every post that happens, which is like what, I don't know, millions of posts a day, changing what we think.
Yeah.
Everyone's seen the show, yeah?
Yep.
Yeah. It's actually crazy. Like we watch it for entertainment and like we're laughing and all that. But this relationship, they exist. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part about it. Like the cheating, it's around us too.
That's what I was gonna say. I heard it mentioned on another podcast about like, yeah, this is hilarious to watch and all that, or like, oh, this might be acted, all that stuff. It's like these people represent real relationships that are actually going on. Like these wild people are actually out there doing these wild, crazy things. Like, yeah, people are going through it out there, man. The streets are kind of cold right now, fam. It's crazy.
But I think it's also one of those things where before you enter a relationship, you need to kind of have a relationship with yourself first and know what you want, and then set those expectations from the get-go. Like if you don't tolerate cheating, communicate that, and if that does happen, you need to stick to what you say and walk away. I think a lot of people are willing to kind of bend the rules to kind of make things work, or there's like no clear line or boundary, so hence why they're one day not okay with cheating, and then the next day cheating happens and they kind of like go like with the flow, or like they'll wait for like a celebrity to like determine how their relationship should be, and then the next day they're like acting a certain way. I think everyone should just kind of have their own belief or what they stand for, and then when they enter the relationship, just like execute that regardless of what is happening around you. That's what I think.
Like Pastor TJ said, date yourself first.
You know, love yourself, or else no one gonna love you. Straight up.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, now let's say you're in a relationship, yeah, and you have a child with somebody, and then they want to give them a middle name after their ex that passed away.
Oh,
Everyone's face.
I don't mind.
Sorry, I'm not laughing at the passed away part.
Wait, so what's funny?
Oh, it's fine.
I personally wouldn't care.
I
Wouldn't
think
care?
that's fine. I think that's fine.
No. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, what are they gonna do? Like the person's dead.
Yeah. All right. Now, in this context, yeah, because this happened recently, and so I'll read out this little article. Basically, this woman, her husband had an ex. He broke up with her, right? And then a couple months later, she passed away. And then
So apparently, I've been using trash bags.
He was looking at us like we were doing that.
Yeah, I was like, what's this? All right, so this guy had an ex. They break up. She passes away, gets sick, passes away.
Mm.
He gets with this new girl. They have a kid, and then he wants to name the kid after that ex. So he had already broken up with her at one point, or she broke up with him, or whatever. Is that weird?
They break up on good or bad terms, though.
Okay.
You'd think that it'd be good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it personally, regardless, I think there's different ways that I can honor the ex without having to name my child after them, because obviously it's the past. Like finding a different way to honor that person without having the name, because then the name is like with you for life. And obviously if they've passed away and I'm with someone else, there's nothing that really binds us together. So I wouldn't really name them after that, because my child, that person is completely irrelevant.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Nigerian in me, but the naming after someone that's passed away, long day.
Long day, yeah.
I was just thinking that as well.
Obviously, all the names in the world, someone's passed away with that name before, but I know.
Hey, what I want to know is, how do you explain to your child, how they got that middle name?
Name means. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because I don't want to my child is out here moving like Annabelle at 3 a.m. in the night, bro. I don't know.
Even if you think that way, though, like any name, like there's someone else in the world that's named that's probably passed away or that's probably acted crazy anyway.
Yeah.
I trust you're thinking of that person.
That's true.
I agree
The
with
spirit
there are other ways that you can honor the person, if it's have a photo somewhere in your house of them or something like that. It doesn't necessarily have to be something like
photo's a bit much.
Wait, yeah, like a little nice photo somewhere. I don't know, frame
That's
it.
kind of weird, huh?
In the book closed and in the story.
In the photo album, then. Photo album.
Yeah, that might have to be one of those ones in the shoebox up in the closet.
Ma would say a big photo in the living room. Come on.
No. None of that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, Loki should be alright.
Should be alright. I don't know. There's a lot.
If still alive, that's a different story, innit?
If they're alive, come on. Now you're being silly.
Yeah.
Now you're just moving mad. But yeah, I'm still with the nah.
Yeah. No.
I think it depends on why they named them that, like why they chose it. Like, is it just because they died that they were like, oh yeah, I'm gonna name my child after you just because you died now? But like, it just depends on the reason. If they're like, oh, because I'm still in love with them, then obviously it's like, no. But it depends. It really depends. I feel like there's not a good enough reason why you're naming your child after them. But
I agree. Because you're either naming it because they're dead, because you had already broken up.
Yeah.
Beforehand. So you're only doing it because they're dead, or you're doing it because you still love them. In which case, that's kind of weird, huh?
But if you, I don't know, or it could just be that person really impacted you. Oh, sorry, that they just
that's true.
Like an impact in your life, you know.
That's fine.
But you broke up with him, right?
Maybe they cheated. I don't know.
That's one of them impacts that we leave it there.
Yeah, right. Let's leave it there.
That's cool over there in the corner, bro. Let's keep this.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
At least you don't have to worry about they're not cheating on you because the person's not there anymore.
What?
Whoa.
Hey, look, real quick, speaking of ex, obviously we had this discussion like a few weeks ago, but I actually want to know your answers as well, right? Gifts from your ex. How you all feel about that?
Oh, that was that question. I remember that.
I think it's fine.
It's fine.
Like, what y'all think of that? Like, I'm curious.
Oh, you got a dangerous smile on your face.
Ring every single day, and it's from my ex of like 3-4 years ago. But it has no link to him, no association. I just like the ring.
Okay, V, what if your partner is wearing a ring that his ex gave him though every single day? How would you feel?
For me, I don't think it's that deep because I know how I feel about this ring. I just genuinely like it and I wear it. But when I wear it, I don't think, oh, my ex relationship. I just wear it because I'm like, oh, like I want to wear a ring today.
Hey, what if he tells you, hey, I don't feel comfortable, take it off?
Why doesn't he feel comfortable? What's his reason?
Like, are you willing to respect
his reason? Is
his
that it's
decision
from another guy that used to date?
I think we would need to flesh out like that conversation to get a deeper understanding, because if it's like coming from an insecurity, we need to speak about that before that manifests into something bigger.
Well, what if it's not that deep and he just doesn't like it?
Not everything is
hey, get off. I don't like it.
I don't get why he would have a problem with the ring.
Well, it's not a big problem. It's just I don't like you wearing it, so it's just.
It's not from me.
He needs to get me another ring then.
Oh.
But also the follow-up.
Fine.
The follow-up question would be, why is it so hard for you to just take it off?
Oh my lord! Oh my god! Oh my lord!
Before the answers, everyone just go on mute. I want to hear this clear.
Hey, you want to hear it?
Oh my god, me! Oh my god!
Me too, bro. Hey, D, you meant to ask a question.
Why D me?
Hey, D.
No, sorry, I got confused. Wait, he just says if he's asking me like, what's the big issue?
Why you can't take it off? Yeah.
But I hate using buzzwords, but that's gaslighting. Come on now, what the heck? I hate. You're not about to gaslight me to take off a piece of jewelry that I like. Are you okay? Like.
This is what they do to us, They give us the word gaslight.
Everyone, you can unmute now.
You don't want to be the next one that's on the shade room. So you're like, and now you just got to put up with it.
Right? Like, honestly, if he's willing to replace it because it's that uncomfortable for him, then cool. But if it's like just because like, oh, it's from your ex, then sorry, no.
I feel like I would take it off personally, just because in my perspective, it's not deep enough for me to keep it on for it to affect our relationship. That's the only thing. Like, I would want to know why, but no matter what they say, I would probably still take it off. Like, maybe it depends on how expensive it is, or like let's just say you have a really nice watch and it just looks nice. Like, I would possibly wear it, but because that's like, I feel like it's I don't know. I was gonna say it's a practical accessory, but a ring is also it's something that you just wear. But that one's hard. But I would probably just take it off personally. I don't know.
Wait, is it just jewelry? A Rolex though.
Anything.
You can do whatever.
Actually, I got a Rolex telling me that you're gonna stop wearing the Rolex.
No, sell it, bro. Get the money.
Or do something and get the value back, or like not the value, not like the person, but. I don't know, but maybe I would, I don't know. If it's gonna bring friction that's not exactly necessary, possibly take it off?
Hey D, what if he says, if you love me, take it off right now? What are you gonna do?
God damn.
I mean, I feel like if you approach it that way, then I'm not taking it off.
Exactly. Leaving the relationship. What the heck? What kind of nah? I'm sorry.
Like, Charles, I've seen it.
That one's hard.
I think everything ends up coming down to respect and love. And it's like, if
It's
someone feels
up again, man. True love, respect, and love. Come on, man.
like,
Appreciate, brother.
if someone feels disrespected by it, either end, like, I don't know, for the sake of the future of your relationship, is it worth it?
If it's jewelry, I feel like once you don't wear it for a week, you're gonna forget it even exists. Like if it's something that's like practical, like if my ex got me a treadmill, I'm keeping the treadmill. Like if it's something like that, then I'm keeping it because I can still use it. I'm gonna miss the treadmill.
Yeah, exactly.
But if it's a ring, I reckon I would just dash it. I wouldn't remember after a week. It's not something that like I'd need to wear on everything. That's my favorite accessory kind of thing.
Personally, I would take the jewelry off. And you're not obligated to replace it. Are you listening? You're not obligated to replace the gift.
Sure.
Because honestly, look, think about it, right? Imagine like if you got out of a really bad breakup and you have all the stuff he bought you. What are you gonna do? You're gonna straight away chuck it, right? So why would you keep it? I'd rather just get rid of everything and then start fresh, because then you're gonna pick and choose what situation you want to keep. You know, whatever you got from your partner. But if the relationship ended, he's an ex, he's expired, keep pushing, and then get the new party.
Right, like a whole.
Whoa. Hey, is that what the X stands for? Expire?
Whoa. Hey.
What does it actually mean?
Hey, no cap, the guy might be onto something.
Yeah.
It means removed. It means removed, like excommunicated. Right?
Excommunicado.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
But could a compromise be that I don't wear it when I'm around you? Can I still wear it? Like, can I wear it if I'm with people?
Wear it around behind his back, huh?
Is this a compromise? I don't cheat when I'm around you.
Oh, damn.
Oh.
What he don't know won't hurt him, huh?
Like
Damn,
that.
Mama.
What's up for jewelry to cheat?
What if you run to your partner like at the shops or whatever, yeah, and he's got that watch on? Oh, sorry, I didn't know I was gonna see you today.
Yeah.
Would you guys feel like obligated to tell them that your ex got it for you? Is that even a conversation?
I think so.
Really?
Yeah.
I think
That's
that's
what it is.
off the books and conversations in relationships, to be honest.
What'd you say?
I said I think nothing should be like off the table in relation to the conversations, and like it should be both ways. I shouldn't feel I can't question this, and you shouldn't feel that you don't have the space to say something as well. You know what I mean? Like on both sides, you should feel comfortable enough to question whatever, and you should also feel comfortable enough to actually say whatever too, and explain whatever or something like that. So I think the conversation, like, it should come up. Like, why keep it? I don't know.
Like if he asks, then I would tell, but I don't know if I would go out of my way to tell you.
Out of your way, yeah. Yeah, true. Yeah, I'm with that.
It is a little bit weird if you were to just be like, "Oh, this is a watch from my ex." All right, who asked?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of get that.
Hey, nah, just wait until that day that, you know, she puts up a dangerous photo with the, you know what I mean, whatever, jewelry, whatever it might be. And then the guy comes, oh, no way, you still have it. Hey, what?
Yeah, that's crazy, yeah.
Have what? What do you have?
The answer is so one-sided though, because I feel like it would be so easy for like a guy to complain and be like, oh, I don't want you, like, you know, wearing this from your ex. But if it was the other way around, like he'd be like, I'm gonna go replace that gift, if that makes sense. Like he wouldn't be happy with you wearing something that's from your ex, but he would argue that he would want to wear that from his ex, if that makes sense.
Right. Yeah.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yeah, but I mean, it depends, right?
Like I'll use you as my guinea pig, all right, Carlos? Let's say, for example, I have a gift from my ex, like I have a jewelry from my ex. I reckon you would be like, you don't need that jewelry, take it off, I will replace it. But if I was to say the same thing to you, you'd be like, oh, but it's just a gift from my ex, it doesn't mean anything. Do you get where I'm coming from?
Go on mute.
Hey, listen up, yeah.
Everybody go mute. Everybody go mute. Everybody go mute.
Some girls are
It's
like
always
that.
justified than the other side.
Hey,
So
the
I
only
think
thing I'm not returning,
Sorry?
The only thing I'm not returning is the Gucci
You're
belt.
returning
That's
everything.
it.
You're returning everything.
And anything else, I don't mind. But the Gucci belt, I'm keeping it.
You're
That.
mad.
I get what you mean, Becky, because I feel like guys think that we're so sentimental about everything. And so they would automatically assume like, oh no, like girls just have, you know, this attachment to everything that they own. Whereas if it's the other way around, guys are always like, oh no, we're not sentimental about
anything.
like,
It doesn't mean anything.
yeah, with everything, legit.
Hey,
I absolutely think that way.
Hey, Royal Freshness.
Don't say nothing.
Hey, can you reply to Mawa? Because I know you got a good point right there.
Hey, apparently all guys are the same according to Mawa.
My guy.
I mean,
Mama Dora, I got your back, girl.
Yeah, nah, it's spicy always. Like,
Okay, so Carlos, you're telling me if my ex bought me a car, you wouldn't have an issue with it?
Hey, that's one that Carlos is not
you
replacing.
better replace it. Yeah, he better replace it.
You gotta replace
30K.
it.
Hey, come on, man.
Nah, you know what it is? I worked it out. It's anything that I can benefit off as well as you that your ex gave you, that's fine. Like, for example, the treadmill, that's you staying in shape. I'm benefiting. Keep it. The car, that's you moving around. I'm benefiting. I don't have to drive you anywhere. Keep it.
That's all right, bro.
Noah's a smart man. Noah's a very smart man.
The ring, I don't benefit.
a car, brother. If I'm gonna get in the relationship with the guy instead.
Hey, sweetie, give me 6 months. I gotta go talk to him.
I feel like I would have to be in the situation and have the whole background before I can make a decision. Like I wouldn't be. There's so much like different sides of it that just
Yeah.
No,
you said you know the whole background.
Get a gym membership and go to that one instead, fam. He's not going on that treadmill.
Hey, Conflict.
Yeah.
Did you say you want to know everything, like the whole background?
No, as in like I would have to be in such a situation and know what that ring means or what the treadmill means or what the car means for me to make the decision. Like, or else I could like say, but what if this, but what if that right now? And how they bring it up to,
I'm with that. I'm with that.
Wait, I have a question on the topic of exes. This is more for the guys since apparently women are more sentimental. Like, what about like, you know, they've had a breakup, whether that's good or bad, but they've remained like friends whilst you guys are now dating. Is that an issue?
Wait, who's friends with who?
Your girl, her friend, she's friends with her ex.
You can be friends with who she
Like,
wants
like
to be.
they're going out for lunch together without you.
Wait, with the ex?
That's a bit crazy, isn't it?
Alice was like, what?
Wait, but
what?
friends don't do that.
Yeah.
What, like, as in why? Like, cause but see, this is one of those things where we can't make like what we were saying before. Like, everyone's relationship has to work what works for them. Yeah. For me as a person, I know for some people that works, being friends with your ex, that kind of thing, whatever. But for me, it doesn't for the most part. And so like, I would never go out for lunch one-on-one with an ex. And so then if my partner was to do that, I'd be like, nah, that's very crazy.
You say you can't trust yourself or what, bro?
Well, hey,
maybe, like, honestly, maybe.
Hey, real quick, you guys said you guys watch Blue Therapy, yeah? What happened with the guy when he went to cheat with his ex? Didn't he cheat?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can't cheat with your ex. That's it.
That's one situation.
But like, honestly, on a practical level, like, you go hang out with your ex, what do you talk about? Like, oh, how's work? How's this? Remember, you used to enjoy watching movies. I still enjoy, like, you know what I mean? Everything is based on what you know about them because you were in a relationship with them.
And no, you're gonna be like, oh, you still look cute.
Sorry, what were you saying? What were you saying?
I was gonna say, what if they want to involve your new partner in your hangouts? They just want to remain in your life, but like, you know, they'll be like, oh, if your boyfriend's uncomfortable, let him come along, or like, you know, I can hang out with him just so he knows that it's nothing too crazy. Like, what?
Nah, that's weird.
That's weird.
There's too much risk in that.
It's just, I don't want to hang out with my girl's ex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Facts.
I don't want to, and I don't want them to as well.
Yeah.
Hey, freshness. You had a different answer, bro. What one?
She can hang out with who she wants to. It doesn't bother me, man.
So if she hangs out with the ex, you're all right.
It's whatever, bro. I'm not insecure like that.
Not about
I'm confident in myself, man. If she knows the boundaries in the relationship, I ain't gonna tell her, man. You know, if she goes, she cheats. Damn, I'm out, man.
Is part of you a little bit petty? It's like if she goes hangs out with her ex, you're also gonna go hang out with your ex.
Nah. I'm not childish like that, man. Come on. But if she's hanging out with him like every day, it's like, yo, come on, what we doing now? You know?
Once a week is fine, isn't it?
What'd you say? Once a week?
Once a week is all right.
That's a bit too regular. If you
What the heck?
What do you need to be seeing him once a week for?
Yeah, facts.
I feel like your heart though, like I feel like people really do fall for their exes. So you have to be so careful.
Yeah.
It's just by doing that, you increase the likelihood of it ending up bad. So like you probably didn't like the company to break up. So why are you going back in that company in the like so
is on it today, man.
I don't know. It's like, I mean, there's so many other people you could get the same energy from. Like, why it have to be the ex, which you also have like memories and your heart. Like your heart deceives you a lot of times. So yeah. That's what I would say.
Hey, Ron, you're on mute. We can't hear the clap.
We got some stuff we wanted to
And that's
afterwards. Oh, sorry, yeah. No.
I was gonna say, I think a situation where that's probably acceptable is like if you have children with the person, and like obviously co-parenting, and then involving like your new partner within that as well. I think that's okay, but aside from that, I don't see the reason.
Yeah. I got a mad spicy question with the co-parenting thing, but I might say it for a potty episode instead, to be honest. But yeah, I get that. That actually makes sense because
that's an interesting dynamic, though. Like
very.
But it's necessary as well because your partner's going to parent their child.
Yeah, 100%.
We got one more. We got like two things I want to talk about, but just because I wanted to do a little something at the end as well before we wrap it up, I'll ask this one thing. Obviously, we've had a crazy past couple of years, or past year and a half, pretty much, and that's been crazy for different people in different ways, mentally, financially, relationally. Is that a word? Relationally, yeah. For different people, all that kind of stuff, right? And at the forefront of that was a lot of, we had a whole bunch of like racial injustice conversations that were kicking off. A lot like, these conversations have been happening, but it was brought to the forefront a lot more last year, and it's, continued on. We had a lot more conversations about like mental health, and that was a big thing. Any brand that has a name was talking about that, was talking about mental health, looking after yourself, setting up this, setting up that. Every company was talking about, personal day, this, look after yourself. Like mental health, everyone was like, let's talk about this right now. Yeah, and let's make it real. This is important to us. So very recently, I don't know how many of y'all have seen this or have heard about this. Naomi Osaka, tennis player, killing the game. She decided to not partake in press interviews. Is she in France right now? I'm not mistaken. The French Open, I think.
Yeah.
She decided, for my mental health, because we know how press can be and stuff like that, and it's always just trying to fish for something, right? She said, for my mental health, I don't want to partake in the press interviews and the conversations and stuff, right, after the games and stuff like that. And I think she copped heat for that pretty much. Like she caught initially, because right now, it's ended up that she's actually pulled out from the competition. But initially, it was just I want to play, but I just don't want to partake in the conversation and interviews. But she copped heat for it, you know what I'm saying? And now she actually ended up having to pull away from it. So I thought this was a mad interesting dynamic of like, this has been a conversation that people can constantly talk about, of like mental health, look after yourself, and like, everyone do what is best for you and look after yourself first and foremost. But yeah, when someone tries to do that, you see a different kind of reaction. Now I know that there's definitely different angles to how that how people might take that or opinions from that. But yeah, what are y'all saying with that? Like, do we think that the world is a fan of talking about things for show, but not really about the action properly? Or is it like, I'll leave it at that. Let me not add too much sugar to this.
Yeah, but I don't get that though. Like, they're talking about her performance in the game. You know what I mean? So if there's certain questions that she doesn't want them to ask, I guess that's something that like they could work out as well, right?
I think it's difficult because I don't know how it works in tennis, but I know for a lot of sports, the press conference is actually part of your job.
Yeah, it's in a contract.
It's not optional. I know it happens in the NFL. Like, it's actually like you have to go, otherwise you're fined for not showing up. And whatever you think about that, like that's just part of your contract, right? So Marshawn Lynch, one of the players in Seattle, he used to do a dope thing where he'd just go there and be like, I can't remember what he used to say, but he'd basically be like, I just want to play football, like to every single question. Yeah.
He would say, I'm here so I don't get fined.
I'm here so I don't get
Yeah,
fined. That was it. Yeah. Every single question. Like if they're like, how's your mom? That's his answer. How's the game? That's his answer. Endless, right? And then he'd just be there for 15 minutes, which is I think what they need to be there, or 10 minutes, and then he'd step out. Right. Yeah. And so I'm like, that's fine. Now for her, I'm like, if it's actually part of your contract, or like as in part of the tennis contracts when you enter these tournaments, like that's part of the job. Like, and if you've got ill mental health because of it, it makes sense to step out of the tournament. But to just not do part of the job doesn't make sense.
You can't do half. Because Kyrie Irving, same thing happened to him as well, like with NBA. He didn't want to do a press conference, so they would fine him like, what, 50K every game or something like that? Because it's part of his contract as well.
Bro, we're not talking 50K.
And now, because this is how you got to look at it, yeah? The NBA gets paid a lot, tennis gets paid a lot, because, well, she's the number one tennis player, right? Kyrie Irving is like top 10 in NBA. Yeah. So they make a lot of money when these guys actually do the press conference. So when you don't do it, we're losing money.
But I said, when the bread gets affected, we don't really care about your mental health.
And that's the game.
I don't know if it's about mental health on their aspect. Like, you got to remember, this whole thing beyond sport, it's all just entertainment. So if you're not doing part of the entertaining, like, what are we paying you for?
Hey, Charles, let's hear what D has to say.
Go. I was gonna say, like, I feel like at what expense does your labor have to be at the detriment of your mental health? Like, I completely get that it's a part of someone's role, but if we're looking at the history of the Australian Open, for example, we've seen how people like Serena Williams, even though she still continues to do her job, we've seen, not to make it a race thing, but we've seen how these outlets treat Black women. Especially like, you know, Serena Williams, not even just this like the tennis outlets, but like, you know, she's being painted as like a gorilla in newspaper outlets and cartoons and things like that. And it's like, if you, obviously I don't know her personally, but if you were to ask Serena Williams, what support did you get from your employers, which are these tennis companies, it's more than likely, I can only make an assumption because of the reaction to Naomi, more than likely there wasn't a lot of support. A lot of the support comes from other celebrities, other famous people, and probably friends and family. I get it's part of their role, but at the end of the day, like anxiety, depression, all these things, these are real things that people go through. And I think sometimes we kind of compartmentalize and be like, oh, just do a quick minute, just say one sentence. But if someone is crippled with anxiety to the point where they can't say that easy sentence that you're saying is so easy, you must think how hard that must be if that simple sentence to you is so difficult for another person that they withdraw from the entire competition. Because if it was just about not being like, oh, I'm feeling anxious, she's losing a lot of money just from withdrawing from that competition herself. And I think just in that in itself, we need to see the severity of how this is impacting her. And instead of like, you know, all these outlets vilifying her, they should be looking at like, okay, damn, if this is the extent that it's gone to, what are we doing that we can alter so that these things don't happen in the first place?
Does the world even have like, or society, do we have those type of systems that we actually genuinely care to do that though? Like to do these types of things? Like, is that really at the forefront of what people want to do or what brands or whatever?
There's no genuine empathy or genuine resources to actually be able to help their stars. They're seeing her as like a money-making machine. We're forgetting she's really young. You know, she's only just got into the game at her level in the last few years. She's, you know, we see what happens to like all these child stars or teenage stars, and like when they get famous too quickly so young, it leads them to a really destructive path. And it's like, if you're seeing that trend in other industries and then this happens, like, why are you, is this like, at what point does your labor equal the detriment of your mental health? That's a big issue for me. So I'm fully in support of her, to be honest.
I'm fully in support of her pulling out of the competition. I think that's the smartest idea she could ever make, right? Like, you've got to prioritize yourself. And I like what you were saying about, like, does like basically your employer provide an outlet for you to receive help and stuff? But then it's kind of like, also you have to remember, like, you're talking people that are making $6 million a tournament kind of thing, right? Is there also like, you got to go, these people are super privileged financially, super privileged in terms of what they can access, who wants to help them and reach out and that kind of thing. How much of it is kind of on them to go, like I have so much, at least financial resource, and now it's really on me to reach out for help elsewhere. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to an extent, it's like,
Yeah.
they don't need those systems set up as badly as like somebody that's working at Telstra.
But I feel like even that mentality, not to discredit what you just said, but I feel like we place that mentality on people with wealth and status so much that like we don't, and I understand they have the financial resources, they're privileged, but we're kind of forgetting their humanity at the end of the day, regardless. And I feel like we put so much like pressure being like, no, you have the wealth, you have the money, you can do all this, so you have no means to complain. Not that that's what you said, but just in general. But it's like, okay, but you're saying this, but then when that person goes and like does something destructive, you're going to be like, oh, how could we have stopped this in the first place? So I don't know, I'm just not hearing that, to be honest, personally.
I feel like also sometimes it's because there's no like face to the company, so they can kind of hide behind this one, oh yeah, we'll just make this decision, and you actually don't know who made the final decision. And that's why it's more like, but then you can see that it's Naomi, she's like the one person there. In terms of like fixing it, like maybe they could do something where it's like, okay, we can do like a mental health assessment, like not trying to say people are going to fake it, but where it's like, okay, if this is what's happening, you may not have to actually pay if your mental health is this much, like, and it's clinically diagnosed. So like that stuff. But in the end, like the fact that she even pulled out was like her kind of saying, no, like that's me seeking help for myself. So yeah, like, I mean, I think a lot of the times you're on your own in a way where you have to make those rough decisions, because you know it's your life at the end of the day. It's like when you go to work, like if you skip a day, they're gonna get a replacement. You know what I mean? Obviously she brings so much value. So she has that control, like in a good way, like she has that, which is so good, like that she was able to even say, I'm not going. And they just find you. In the end, like it was just money. You know what I mean? In the end, it was just going to be money where they lose or they gain. Whereas it's your life that you lose or you gain. So you have to make that call.
Yo, that brand thing is a real, it's real, because like we'll get mad at this brand, that brand, they make a decision, whatever. We don't know that it's Tim from, I don't know, IT.
That's true.
Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? We don't know who it is. They can really hide behind these things and these decisions that they make. Whereas like for stars or like, you know, even I guess like people working in certain companies where there's I guess CEOs that make decisions that you actually don't even really get to see or make contact with and stuff like that, but it impacts you. It's like for people, you're really feeling like, yeah, I'm going against this big machine in terms of like dealing with this. And it's like, that is quite crippling in that. It's like, you have to realize someone feeling like they've really been alienated or isolated, you know, something that's really troubling them, but the whole world or this whole machine or group or company is looking at them like, yeah, we don't really care. Like that's facts, man. Dang.
Yeah.
But yeah, hey, y'all definitely look after yourselves though, you know, because it's real out here in these streets, man. And yeah, true. I think everyone here is in Melbourne. Yeah, for sure. So we're definitely going through it here in Melbourne. We're praying for what do you call it, light at the end of the tunnel out here. But definitely look after yourselves in that. But all right, we got a trivia that we wanted to do to wrap up the day or the episode. But there's one more little quick question before that, just to see the interesting answers that come from. Supposed to send it.
I'll send it. All right. So the question is, if you could see any figure on top of people's heads, what would it be? So it could either be their salary, it could be when they're gonna die, it could be what their mood level is, like literally anything on top of their head. What would it be and why? Ooh. Guys, do you guys have any answers to kick us off?
Yeah, we definitely said let's think about this.
I
know. Oh, that's a good question, man.
I think the one that like stands out for me out of the options you gave, because I'm too lazy to think, is the mood thing and how they're actually feeling. Because I don't want to be able to judge someone based off a number. So if I see their salary, I'm going to judge them. Like I just know I will. And if I see the day that the year that they're gonna die, I'm gonna be treating them differently, and I'm gonna be like, you know, like I don't know, seeing like, oh, you've done all this and all that, and you're gone next year. It's like, damn, you know. And so I don't want to be able to judge them off of a number. And so if I see what they're feeling like out of 10 today, then that's just a honest reflection that we're actually trying to understand without thinking. Like when we talk to people, we're actually trying to think, like we're actually reading their emotions, and we're like, okay, clearly this guy's annoyed and he doesn't want to talk that much. So I'm not going to like blabber on too much. I'm not going to annoy him. But if I can just see that, and I see that he's had 2 out of 10 day, I'm not going to like start telling him how good my day was, you know? And so like, it's the things that like we're already trying to do that. And so if I can just see it, that's not going to make me judge him and be like, damn, this guy's having 1 out of 10 day. I've had a 10 out of 10 day. You know, I'm not going to do that. But it's more like I can actually work with that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
That's a-
But now, and now no one wants to say salary.
I was you think salary, but then Ryan just turned the whole game. So
say it with your chest. Just say it.
That's wild. What other things could you potentially?
I mean,
but imagine if you actually pick salary though. You're looking at something like, damn, you broke, huh? That's crazy. Let me help you out. Legit, it's gonna be like, hey, I share you lunch.
No, this one's crazy though, but like if you want to think about it in a like our generation, not everyone does it, but it's like when you look at Instagram and it's like, oh, this person's rich, and you realize that like you may look at them differently, kind of thing. Obviously, like it's just a like really small example, but I'm just trying to say like when it comes to like salary wise, a lot of people can pretend in terms of how rich they are. But I would probably, from the options that you gave as well, probably go the mood, because I think like, you know, I think that one's really good. Yeah. Yeah, you get to talk with someone, or if they're experiencing a really high mood and you're trying to be around that person, you're probably going to go around them so you can increase your mood. It's just like communication. It just makes the whole process so much easier and authentic kind of thing from the get-go, where you're not trying to go from a conversation like, oh snap, what were they feeling? And it's like, I already knew, so we just had a good real conversation in the first place. So, yeah, like salary, I know what you're getting paid, and then it's just like, okay, I won't talk to you. What if you miss out on a really good like conversation? So
don't have anything that sorry.
Yeah, just to spice things up, I'd probably say body counts.
Girl,
I want to see how many people are lying.
Hey, good one.
Yeah, because I feel like a lot of people are lying, you know, and obviously, and men never say this because they don't even remember. Also,
they love the number 3. They all say 3.
Who's that? Men or women?
Both actually.
What about IQ?
I was thinking IQ, but it would make me judge them too much.
Yeah, you would.
I don't know. Don't like damn, you dumb, huh?
Oh man, IQ is wild.
IQ is wild.
IQ is actually a wild one.
Because that will determine if I'm gonna spend time with you or not.
no way.
Wait, what? Yeah.
But IQ is not equivalent to like their personality and the value they bring. Like intelligence is not the same thing as, but you can still learn to some degree with a like, I mean, what are you saying with IQ? Like, are you talking about like autism? I would still talk to someone with autism but they have a low IQ.
Yeah, see that, Carlos, you're a terrible person. Why would
I'm sorry.
I would never say IQ.
You said IQ though. What do you say?
Hey, we all learn. I'm just I knew that, but that's what I would say about that. Maybe their interest, like what they're interested in, then you like get to have a conversation. Like if you like I don't know, sports.
Interest?
Yeah, the interest, like what do you like? And then you can have a conversation and you get along. Or if you're trying to learn something new, you're like, hey, I need you because I suck at this thing. Let's have a conversation.
I could make it easier in the streets.
I just want to know, this is just probably me just trying to change the question, but I feel like something that I want to know, which I feel like people don't ever say, if like you could see like someone's most controversial opinion like on top of their head. I feel like Whenever I ask people that what's their most controversial opinion, they don't say what they're really thinking.
That's because half of us don't want to get cancelled.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
When we get clapped, yeah. When we get clapped, and it's like we're at a comfortable spot, one good episode of just being spicy, and then we'll sign off at that. You get me?
Share your controversial opinion now.
That'd be silly. Silly if I lock off this Zoom right now.
Oh man.
Hey, I'll pause the recording real quick.
Even mad. Oh,
I think that mine, it's kind of similar to the mood one, but it's a bit more selfish. I'd want to know like how people vibe with me, or if they're interested in me or not. Because then, like, even if it was a friend and I already knew their level was like 9, if they're an 8 today, I'd be like, what did I do? Why are you mad at me? Like, I feel like it'd just be so helpful in knowing who actually wants to talk to you and who doesn't want to talk to you. And you just save your energy over time. Yeah.
Maybe you could just see the interest level like as a like percentage in the conversation they're having with you.
Just keeps going down.
It's like, suddenly it's 30%. You're like, let's just wrap it.
Like, whoa.
You're not interested in the conversation. Yes, I am. No, you're not.
Imagine a truth scale.
Oh.
You can just tell if they're lying.
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is.
Hey, Ryan.
Yo.
I had a good day today, bro.
No, stop lying, bro. How sad is that, though?
Yeah, no.
Oh my God, wouldn't people love that in relationships? Like, what's wrong? I'm fine.
I mean, look, anytime anyone says I'm fine, you know it's 0.
Oh my God, it's just a stereotypical one. But yeah, that was
that's nice. That's
yeah. What about age? Was it not? You can ask that.
No one cares, bro. You can ask.
What did you say?
Age.
Oh, I feel like only adults really care.
Yeah,
like when they get older. Yeah. It depends on the culture.
Even like pregnancy and that. Yeah, recently I saw this lady and I'm like, I know she's visibly pregnant, and like she is. Like you can't.
She's not, Daniel. What is she?
No.
Tell me, wait.
Way that it was rounded was a pregnancy round. You know what I mean? There's differences. Yeah, I knew, like I could tell, and it's like witness.
Pregnancy round,
guy. Bro, I can see a talking point right here, but I don't know how to bring this up, fam. I can't be like, oh, how far you long? Whoa, what? Yeah.
So how do you bring it up?
That's what I want. Like,
right. You just don't,
Right. I think, unless they mention it, then just don't, just to be safe.
It's hard when you're a nice person. You just want to congratulate people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do you have nothing? Do you have nothing else on your mind that you can talk about that you have to?
We already talked about the trust.
Wait,
trust conversation getting boring. That's why.
If they tell you that you're pregnant, do you act surprised or do you be like, yeah, I can tell?
Oh, true.
Imagine they're like super pregnant. They tell you, you're like, no way, what?
Like an idiot, bro.
Hey, that's true. Hey, that's a good question too, bro.
Hey,
what happened to me last month?
Happened to you?
Because my cousin, she came over and she was pregnant, but I didn't know if she had just gained weight, so I just kept quiet. And then she was like, so yeah, the baby's coming next month. And I was like, oh, I thought so, but I didn't want to say anything. And she was like, what the heck?
What else did you think?
No, she had actually told my family, but I wasn't here when she had told my family. I didn't know, but I think she had forgotten that I wasn't there previously.
Right, makes sense.
Hey, son. Nah, that's wild, man. Hey, let's kick off this little trivia thing, yeah. And I'll keep you guys for 2. What do you say, Carlos?
And real quick, with the trivia, yeah. Well, how many questions you got? Like what? 6, 7?
7.
I'm trying to make it spicy.
Yeah.
So whoever gets all these questions right,
hey, whoa.
I'm gonna Uber eat you some food tomorrow.
Oh my God.
And I the most. Fine.
Yeah,
5 out of 7.
How are we answering these?
What if everyone gets 5 out of 7? Oh wait.
No food.
Dinner's on Carlos for everyone.
Help each other out.
Hey, so what y'all saying with that though?
Oh, this is, bro. These are actually hard. Who wrote these?
Okay, fine. Actually, hey, let me go through real quick, yeah.
What'd you say? Yeah.
Me?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, so like, are people cheating or are we going off?
Nah, Charles, you got 30 seconds. No cheating. You can't cheat.
Yeah.
You can cheat 30 seconds. I'm not
Hey,
gonna say how you can cheat, but
okay.
Like, look
Yeah,
at the
hey.
camera, everyone.
You can be, yeah? Or what? This is now I'm looking at them. These are hard questions, fam. Yo.
Okay, fine. Actually, let me take it up.
Hey, real quick, Carlos.
Okay.
Yeah. Same question. How are we answering these?
Out loud or typing?
First person to put their hand up gets the answer, and then we'll just go based on order.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. Yeah. So I just looked at the questions in it. Yeah. It's quite hard. So if you get minimum 4 questions right, I'm gonna show you some food.
Just if you get 2, I'm impressed.
Oh wow, how hard is it?
Obviously, you're on the Disruption Podcast. You feel me? So we decided to be selfish and tell this to ourselves, all right? And tell this to the podcast.
Hey, let me just log off now. No, I was kidding.
I'm telling you,
I
you
was
get
kidding,
4
I was
rounds. I'm
kidding.
telling you some Nando's tomorrow.
I was kidding.
What do you want?
Is it multiple choice or?
we should have actually done multiple choice.
Oh, shit.
I would make stuff easy.
Well, you know what? With some of the questions, I might just throw some multiple choice in there.
Very good.
What's up?
Guessing for days.
All right, but
All right, let's get started in it.
all right.
Are we gonna do multiple choice for this one? Okay, yeah, we will.
Wait till he ask the question and then send it. All right. Oh, you, bro.
I'm gonna start. All right, cool. How many guests have we had so far?
I thought you were doing multiple choice, dog.
Danny, throw some numbers.
That's too late. You guys already put a hand up.
Shoot.
I'm gonna say.
Okay, so I think it was D first.
Bro, you all right?
Hey, bro.
Ife first.
Oh shoot! Hey, my thing kind of lagging right now.
I'm gonna say 15. It's probably.
D, what are you saying?
Now I don't know. I was gonna say 9.
Yeah, you got it wrong.
Let
Yeah, I
me go
feel like
next.
doing it now.
Let me go next. Let me get next.
All right, good.
I'm gonna say 32.
32.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we do like who was the closest?
Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll do that after.
We'll do who's the closest, yeah.
Yeah, Ella?
I was gonna say 11.
Cool. Comfort?
18.
Becky?
I was actually gonna say 18. That's the weird thing.
And Ryan?
17.
Someone has to get it right.
Well, someone got it on their first go. The first answer was actually 15.
Yeah.
Hey,
I saw Noah's
how you
face
know?
and I'm like, it's either close or it's that.
Oh, wait, when you said 15, I said,
hey, how do you know it's 15? Damn.
I didn't. I just guessed.
All right, cool.
I don't like you guys that much.
Hey, Carlos. How about this? How about the best guess? I think that should be the next question. You know what I mean?
The best.
Yeah, Mandela was
right?
prophesying 32 guests soon.
No cap, yeah. This next question is kind of hard.
This question as well. And again, I guess hey guys, don't react. Let's try to not react yet. We'll get.
Hey, Daniel, and no, that was all you, Mo, and I just kept it straight.
Dang it. Put this camera.
All right. The question is, when did we start this podcast? Oh, hey yo.
Next.
ID, yeah.
Wait, as in, do you need like the month or the year?
You say what you got.
Both.
I know because I remember you guys started 2019, and I'm gonna say because I went and listened to all of them. I feel like it was around like July, August.
You gotta pick one.
Who's next?
All right, if I'm picking one, July 2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Ife was next, from what I can see. Yep.
I'm gonna say May 2019.
Ewa?
I went back and started listening, and I think it's June, but I'm not sure. June 2019.
Right.
June. All right, Ryan.
Can I say May 2019 as well?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you can. you can share the price.
Nah. Well, first,
Becky.
Hey, go Becky. Sorry.
I don't know, but I'll give it a guess. I'll say October 2019.
Yeah, freshness.
I'm gonna go as close as Ryan as possible, so I'm gonna go April, April 2019.
All right, Comfort.
This is a whole guess. Let's go
I
April
know.
2.
Calm. Hey. So
Someone got a spot on the month and the year.
In the year.
yeah,
That was deep.
yeah. The answer is 18th of July 2019. That's when the first episode released. At least. Yeah.
Nice.
That had to be.
Oh man. Oh, this one's hard, fam.
This is easy, man.
All right, ready? This one's easy, and I reckon we'll just go first answer for this one. To be honest, yeah.
Just say it out loud.
Just yell it out. Yeah. First.
And you know what? You can do a bit of research as well, yeah?
Well, and if
Research fast enough.
First person,
Do it
whatever.
fast enough.
Okay, we can do.
Well, I
Okay,
can't hear you.
what was the title of episode number 1?
Who's the leader?
Whoa!
Because
Put some respect for my name.
Oh,
Hey, do ones that fit in it.
Oh, hey, hold on. This D named the episode title. Ife named the first YouTube titles as well. Though, hey, what we say?
Ooh.
oh,
Ooh.
you guys are a podcast, not a
Rock,
YouTube
paper,
channel.
scissors.
Come on now.
oh.
Hey,
That's
someone
true.
talking wrote D and Ife, so we gave it to both of y'all.
Oh, so this is a tie right now.
Yeah,
Whoa.
me and a tie.
I'll send the next one.
Alrighty. The next one is, who was our first guest? You can yell it out as well.
Christina Valdez.
what
Melissa,
have you got?
you.
Okay.
This is you.
Correct, right?
That's the one.
Who
What
was
one,
it?
Ryan?
Oh, recording this on her birthday, aren't we? Yeah. Shout out to her.
Wait, who was it?
This is
You, episode 12, I think.
something like that. I don't know the answers to these things.
Another question, you know.
Daniel.
Oh no, do you want to send it?
Who on the podcast has never missed an episode?
No,
No.
That was Ryan, I think.
and Daniel.
Yeah, Ryan guesses. This is
Ryan got it. No, and Daniel never miss an episode.
Can't trust these two.
Damn, what's up with the
Trust.
pseudos,
That
man?
was
What's
a
up with the
good
pseudos, man?
I didn't want to say it.
Hey, Mao, tell him that we can't because we got a business going on right now, innit?
Exactly. We're busy grinding.
Talk to him. Talk to him.
Scores.
You grinding.
What are the scores?
What was that?
So that was
I think
What are
Ife and D are tied on 2. Oh, and Ryan.
And right, all of them on two.
Both of you are on 2.
Okay,
oh
questions are left.
2.
Okay.
Daniel, take it away.
Yeah? Hold on. I need to find the answer first.
oh no, that's a pretty straightforward.
All right.
Okay.
Doesn't answer this one yet.
Wait, are we putting our hands up or just yelling it out?
Yell it out with vim, with chest.
Yeah,
So if you yell it out first, but your internet dogged you, I'm so sorry.
yeah.
All right. Who was the guest that was featured on the episode titled?
Wait. Are we allowed to research?
Whoever says first.
But you have to say it fast.
All right.
Okay.
A pause because I knew someone was gonna say something. Who was the guest that we had on the episode titled "You Wear Mids"?
Bro, fresh.
Oh,
freshness.
Come on, bro. You already know what's going on.
Ron Fresh is going that first.
Dang.
It's only right, man.
Only right.
Hey, if you haven't watched the episode, watch it. Hey, down below. You already know what's going on. Come on now. Hey, no pressure, bro.
All right. We got one more. So pretty much it's a tie at the moment.
It's
Though.
a tie. Look, whoever gets this last question, you're getting food tomorrow night, straight up.
No, because what about my 2 points I worked hard for?
I know, it's like I got 0 points. I can do this.
Literally.
Can we
Yeah,
get
hey,
some
Comfort, take-
participation?
Come on, Comfort. Yeah.
Oh, guys. Oh, okay.
Last question. Who went to the same school?
No,
Daniel and
Daniel and
No one,
Carla.
Daniel.
I'm gonna say
Daniel.
yes.
Daniel
Oh,
Carla.
I heard
Daniel.
Becky first.
I have no idea who that
Hey.
Ah,
No
I
way.
think that was Becky, bro.
Yeah, I think that was Becky.
I think that was me. I think that was a solid Comfort. I was kidding.
So I was hoping for the winner to be one of the three because we got a tie.
Gotta give them a
So
final.
we might have to shake it up with one last question because we need a winner.
Or you could just buy us all food.
Yeah.
Stop.
You can have it between Ife and Ryan because I don't want Ife to eat. It's fine. You can have
I
it.
just want the win.
Getting better at this job, fam. Yo.
Yeah, hey, listen, hey, how much do you make?
Salaried, bro.
He wants his salary on.
Be out to everyone actually, because Comfort and Royal Freshness can still also tie.
Talk to him, Mawa.
So
Talk to him, Weezy.
yeah,
Talk to him.
still tie. So
Wait, where
What, with
did
like,
you get 2
with
points
like 1 point?
no, you guys are on 1, but if you get this, you'll be on 2. Which
Did I
means-
get a point right?
Didn't you?
Right.
I don't know. You got hope in me.
I don't think she did.
I thought you gave her that point. Just
Hey, I'm just
No. I was just kidding. I
Alright.
was just kidding.
Yeah, you have a
I have a
I'll-
question
I'll
that
have a
you guys
question.
can ask.
that you
Mhm.
know the answer to. Yeah.
I'm answering, but I'm gonna like private it to one of you guys.
Private.
Hey, you guys ready? Game on.
Mala, I sent it to you.
And
Ooh,
for this
okay.
one,
Oh,
there'll
this
be a
one.
winner.
Okay. All right, this one's a good one. All right.
on
Who
YouTube.
can
Have
say?
to put your hand up first because
Oh.
I know it. I think I know what you're gonna say. The intro.
Who can say everyone's intro? Go.
I can say it. Okay. All right. Welcome to another episode of the Disco.
The what? Hey.
Cancel.
Hey, get out.
Welcome to another episode of the Disruption Podcast. I'm your host.
No, it has to be like, yo, what's up?
Oh,
Welcome back to the Disruption Podcast. It's your boy Noor, and then it'll be it's Chief.
It's
in the building.
in the building,
Chief in the
baby.
building. And then it'll be
It's your girl,
it's your
Mama
girl, Mama
Weezy.
Weezy. And then it'll be
Even
Mr.
the
Prince. But then this guy changes.
And then he
it. So,
changes it. Exactly.
yeah, he
I'll
changes
be
it.
a pro. But yeah, the three.
Hey.
I listened to the
So you
episode.
got it wrong.
Oh,
All
jeez.
right. Who fell asleep at the wheel?
Whoa.
Mama.
Mawa. Come on, let's
He like,
Well, the
No,
Mama
Wheelsy.
challenge.
Hey, who was
I'll
that?
go
Who
first.
got it first?
Hey,
Come on, man.
this is stress, yeah. I'm gonna just.
Okay, fine. Let's end with this last question, yeah?
Oh,
The winner
Wait,
is in-
Mala, I sent you a question from the early
Oh.
episode
All right. What was Noor's nickname before the early episodes?
on the early
Jollof rice. Young Jollof.
And Ron is on fire.
Come on.
I don't know.
Actually, no, that's wrong. That's actually wrong.
It's
What?
not right. That's
That's-
not the right answer.
That's not the right answer.
He didn't say it
There's one
properly.
before that.
Young Jollof.
No.
Prince Jollof. I don't know.
It has nothing to do with the law.
You guys are right. I know you guys are looking for Isayo or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know.
No, it's Ayo.
This kid. Hey, we might have to get that one to Ryan. I don't know. Hey, Ife, I'm so sorry.
Of course.
But let's wrap it up so you guys can enjoy your nights. Thank you for joining us. Hey, I actually don't normally do the outro, so I'm gonna let someone else do this before I come.
Yes, thank you for joining us for. It's not an episode, man. It is what it is. Thank you for joining us for TDP versus the People. Hopefully, we manage to hop out of lockdown real soon here in Melbourne. Get episode 99 down. Episode 100 something special is coming, and then we roll from there. But thank you for watching this. If you watch this on the YouTubes, that's the only place to watch it, to be honest. And we will catch you for next week, whatever that might be, whether it's an episode, whether it's something new. Peace out.
Wanted to say from the bottom of all of our hearts, like, we honestly appreciate all of you so much. Like,
Thank y'all, man.
Thank you
make
guys.
it easy to do this podcast. Like, it's you know what I mean. Like, you make it fun, just seeing, like, having conversations on the side and people's opinions, and seeing other conversations start from things that we talked about. It's like, that is just super dope. And hey, we pray for many more episodes to come for sure. And yeah, man, keep rocking with us. And if no one here subscribed, oh my days, the way.
Hey, you know that was gonna be my question. How many subscribers you on?
I was gonna tell you to ask that, but then
Yeah.
The subscription test, yeah? Nah, we got trust. But yeah, hey, we honestly appreciate you guys so much. And everyone that's watching this, like, share, subscribe, and all that, and we'll catch y'all. So
We love y'all, man.
peace.